What's up? I'm Jack Troy, aka Big Philly. Um, I played for the Durham men's ones this season, played right side, and before this, I started playing 3 years ago back at Carnegie Mellon. We had a club team there, so that's where I got my start. Shout out CMU, big up.
How different was your experience this year from your expectations?
I didn't really know what to expect going in. I hadn't really played for a program that was like seriously competing week in, week out. CMU Club was kind of a bunch of guys that had either, already been playing, then just kind of wanted to keep doing it casually, or in case of, me, guys that hadn't played wanted to learn the sport. So I think it was pretty much what I wanted. I got to train multiple times a week, good competition, people on my team that are like just as committed as me. I think it was pretty dope.
You started volleyball in a club 3 years ago.
Yeah,
How is that like kind of club volleyball vibe compared to Durham?
it's a lot more casual. I'd say like we had probably 60 to 50% attendance at all of our practices. It was all the info was in a Discord. We had guys skipping practice because of CS homework. CMU some nerd school, so we had guys doing comp sci homework at like tournaments. We also didn't have a regular season, so it would just be like some weekend tournaments, and then nationals was the big thing. But get here, we actually have a season both for Bucks and for Super League. So I think it was pretty cool to like be in a much more competitive environment and an environment where volleyball's more serious.
Did you think you were gonna play a more serious type of volleyball in England when you first started?
I mean, I was hoping for it, at least compared to good old D2 club. I was hoping to be a bit better, and after seeing who I was living with Shay and Alexi, I kind of realized that it's definitely a little bit better because Alexi's already played pro and Shay played D1, so a little above my pay grade, but I caught on okay, I think.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment from the season?
By far the funniest was we were away at Stockport, and their middle ripped the ball, and I got it up on a complete and utter miracle. And it was an overpass, but I flexed, and then they immediately, their middle got the kill the next hit. But it wasn't near me. I think I would have gotten it up. That's the type of guy I am. I don't let the point die out. Um, that's what we're all about here at Durham. So, but probably my favorite moment last game against Richmond had like the performance I'd kind of been looking for the whole season. Hit like 600 some, highest skill game of my life. Also, before this, club was only 3 set games, so the 5 setters were something to get used to as well. But full 5 set game, competitive all the way through, and I played okay. So probably that, and just hanging out with the guys after that.
What will you miss most about Durham, or who will you miss most from
um, yeah, a lot of the guys actually. A lot of the men's team, especially men's ones, we hung out together pretty much exclusively. Like the amount I've seen those guys is pretty much non comparable to a lot of other people at the uni. Um, Women's ones as well. Also interacted a lot there. Been interacting with you a lot, which has been dope. So I mean, I definitely think like a lot of people in the program I'm gonna miss. I'd say specifically probably Shay and Alexi. The roommates. I spent the most time with them, hence living with them. And Durham as a whole, I'm gonna miss just because it's the first time I've actually been able to like fully devote myself to competing and like actually felt like I needed to really challenge myself in like the way in which I play volleyball. So I think that experience I'm gonna miss, but hopefully find somewhere else wherever I end up going.
Big up Winnie Hill.
Big up Winnie Hill. Shout out 42 Winnie Hill. Don't forget about it.
Yeah, what's your plan after Durham? Are you gonna be continuing volleyball somewhere else?
I hope so. I'm looking for agents now. I think I might do another year in the Super League somewhere else. So, maybe I'll pull back up here for a game or two. But I think do another year in the Super League, kind of just try to get my footing a little more stable. This season, I ended up playing middle for half of it, which I'd never done. I'm left-handed, so when I tried out for CMU's club team, they were like, I thought I'd play middle because I was tall. I hit one ball, and they were like, never say that again. You're playing right side. And I played right side whole life, so learning middle was fun. But yeah, hopefully just do a full season of Super League as a right side, start getting more comfortable with this type of level of blocking, especially, and also get used to the fact that I'm no longer the tallest guy on the court, which is a little weird. But yeah, so hopefully another year in England, and then see where I can go after that.
What does the UVC
Um, means a lot of different things, both with volleyball and without it. outside of volleyball, um, I mean, a lot of going out with the guys, hanging out in general. Um, beach has been fun as of late. We ran a tournament on Nintendo Switch Sports Volleyball back at the crib, 2v2, which was a blast. But just in general, it's kind of like, apart from CMU, the first place I've been able to play volleyball, and it's a completely different level, so it feels different. So it's definitely going to be, like, in my mind, my first real competitive volleyball experience. So definitely going to hold a place in my heart.
Looking forward to next season then.
Let's go.
That's like all the serious questions.
Perfect.
We're gonna go through some not so serious questions. First, who's your favorite volleyball player?
Shea Cooper.
Got it. Do you have a favorite volleyball position?
Favorite's right side because I'm the best at it of all of them. But yeah, no, probably right side.
What do you think is the hardest volleyball position?
Well, there isn't really any hard position if I'm the one playing it. I think some other people make it look hard, but I got that dog in me, so I make them all look easy. But if I had to choose, I'd say outside's got to do the most all-rounded. So if I miss a dig as a right side, it's like, that's expected. But if I do it as an outside, it's a little bit worse of a look. So I'll say outside.
If you didn't play volleyball, what sport was it?
Well, my main sports in high school were soccer, basketball, and javelin. It's best of at soccer between the three, so probably stay with soccer.
If you have to give one advice, what would you tell the younger or developing players?
I think Tom Peterson and Max Horsley need to figure out how to think with their brain a little. I think that's probably a good place to start. As for Perry, I'd say see if you can grow a little, eat your vegetables. That's important. But unironically, the time moves fast when you look back at it. I feel the same about CMU, feel the same about this year. In the moment, it's really slow and grueling sometimes at trainings, especially when nothing's going right for you, but just keep pushing through.
Do you have a favorite pub in Durham?
First pub I went to was the Swan. I kind of like the vibe it has, so I'll say Swan.
What's the least favorite thing about England?
Okay. Wow. Least? Like the one?
Yeah, one thing you absolutely hate about England.
You guys got some stuff right, but I'd say the one thing I hate the most is probably the weather. I think especially in the winter, I saw the sun, maybe 4 times in general. So, that wasn't great. Also, the way you guys cook bacon pisses me off. It's like so raw, and dude, I'll never forget it. We were at McDonald's on the way home from one of our games, and Owen gets this burger called the Big Tasty, and it's got bacon on it. And he opens it up, and there's just 2 pieces of raw streaky bacon, in an X pattern, drooped over the side. And from then on, I would never order something with bacon on it out because I was like, they're gonna give me the fucking McBacon again. Oh, I can't curse. I'm sorry.
Who on your team would you not let date your sister? If you had a sister.
I have a sister, and if we want to go in order, Alexi, Max, Andrew. No, I'd let Shay date her. No, in all actuality, probably Alexi or Gibbons. They're too much of dogs.
Okay, lastly, 100 men or 1 gorilla?
Dude, okay. I think if you pick one gorilla, you're kind of a, pardon my French, idiot. I 100 people, dude. We used to hunt woolly mammoths with spears and stuff with 15 guys. You're telling me 100 of dude, throw 100 guys on roids in there, and just tell them whoever beats the gorilla gets another shipment of creatine. That it's fight's over in 3 minutes max. They're going in there and they're jumping them. The gorilla's probably gonna get 5 or 10 of them, but then you're just gonna get tired. There's too many guys, dude. It's it's like me fighting 100 kindergartners. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to take 30 out instantly, but that's a lot of kindergartners, bro. That's gonna take a lot of energy to really, get them down for the count. So yeah, I got 100 men in that fight for sure.
Right. Okay. Okay. What actual last question?
All right.
What's the biggest animal you think you can fight
Barehanded. Biggest or like strongest? Because like if like give me a blue whale on land, give me a blue whale on land. I'm just gonna stand there and like punch him once, win by TKO, light work for me. I'd say if we're just talking animals that can survive on land, I can't imagine myself being or losing a fight, obviously, because I'm like the greatest. So now a gorilla probably has me though. I would need at least like one other guy. Um, so I'll say I think I could take a kangaroo. I think that'd be a good match. Dude, you just watch out for the kicks. It's a one-trick pony, bro. Just be out of reach. Just like as soon as they kick, just try to grab the legs and just turn them upside down. It's light. They don't know how to get up.
Okay.
I would feel a little bad though. Kangaroos are pretty dope. I wouldn't want to hurt one of them. But if it came to it, I guess I think I could come out of that one alive, but in not great condition. I think that'd be a fair fight.
Okay. That's an interesting answer. Thank you for the interview today. We hope for the best for your next season.
Oh yeah, when you heal up.